good to be back with you. I have had a busy few weeks, but I am back with some planner content. Today we are going to be talking about the Happiness Planner. So if you're not familiar with the Happiness Planner is a brand new option for all of us planners that really combines two things that I'm very passionate about: planning and journaling. So I was very interested in reviewing the Happiness Planner. I had actually scoured the internet for pictures of the inside of this planner, and I was excited when Mo, the founder, reached out to see if I would like to review it. So I said absolutely, and she sent along a black and a pink version for me to take a peek at. So I love my black and pink, we know that, and today we're just going to take a peek inside, and then I'm going to tell you my thoughts, and then we're going to do a giveaway. So that is the lineup for today, and we will jump right into seeing this planner up close, and then I will come back and give you my thoughts, and we'll talk a little bit about how you can use this planner and some options for incorporating it into your routine. Let's start with the black. So the Happiness Planner comes in a case, so I love that. I think it would look beautiful on a bookcase. The binding says the Happiness Planner by Brand Mentalist, and then when we pull her out, it looks the same as the box, and we'll just go page by page. Okay, so we have the Happiness Planner front cover. First page says the Happiness Planner, focus on what makes you happy, name, phone, and email. Next page, and a little note from Mo, the founder of the Happiness Planner. A little introduction, just telling you about the heart behind the Happiness Planner. And then we have the first kind of info page and how to create a happiness roadmap. So this talks about the first section, which goes through exercises that kind of help you get started with daily reflection. Then we have do what makes you happy. So a little bit of information on this section and a space to list all of the things that make you happy. Next is 10 rules to live by for those who want to live a positive life. And then another quote, another list, what makes you unhappy. What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? What and who are you grateful for in life? What qualities or habits would you like to change or improve on? Number 7, who would you like to see more often? And then this is just kind of a thankfulness reflection. 8, what have you achieved so far that you're proud of? 9, what are your dreams? What do you want to achieve in life? And then 10, what do you want to achieve in 1 year's time? All right, sum up what you want to achieve over the next 100 days. So in the length of this Happiness Planner. We have an overview of 2015 and 2016. Before you get started, rate how you feel. So unhappy, happy, bored, excited, etc. And here's the first weekly sheet. So goals for the week: time management goals, financial goals, work goals, personal goals, rewards, and rewards. So here is the weekly layout. So this is day 1 of 100. So you have, this 2-page spread is just one day. So you have inspiring thoughts, exercises, today's goals, meals, schedule, to-dos, good things about today, what I hope for tomorrow. And then here you have notes and you have ideas, and then you have a quote. The quote is just on Mondays. So you'll see it's the same format for the rest of the week, but minus the quote. So the Happiness Planner continues on like that for 100 days. So day 6, 7 is Sunday, and then you have a weekly reflection. So it's the same thing, rate how you feel, good things about this week, negative things about this week, positive side of the negative things mentioned, things I'd like to improve on next week. And then again, we start with goals for the week and we move on to Monday. So that is the weekly spread, and it goes on for 100 days, like we talked about, and we finish up the 100 days here, and then it says self-reflection is the school of wisdom, and then we have the 100-day review. Then we have a 100-day review and some questions. So, describe the last 100 days in 3 words. What was your most common state of mind? Happy, tired, stressed? What were your happiest moments? What little things did you enjoy most on a daily basis? What new skills did you learn? What personal qualities or habits did you develop, cultivate, or strengthen? What new things did you discover about yourself? What did you do that you got out of your comfort zone? Did any negative events happen? How did you overcome them? And then 10, what and who are you most thankful for? And then the last page just has a Stephen Covey quote. So that is the happiness planner. And then I'm going to show you the pink one. So the pink one in real life is more of a salmon color than like a blush. So that was a little bit surprising when I got her. And then also the inside is actually much more neon. It's much more coral. So if you're looking for a really pretty feminine pink, this is, as you can see from the ribbon, this is pretty coral. So of course it's exactly the same inside, but you'll see it's actually very salmon. It's not quite pink like you would expect. So as you can see, it's a salmon color. It's got the same thing as the black one, but just with this salmon color and the neon ribbon. So this is the pink version. Now that you've seen the heart behind the happiness planner and had a chance to look inside and see what is in these beautiful little books, I want to give you my impressions and kind of go over what place I see this having in your planning repertoire. So, my first impression of the planner is that it's extremely good quality. This would be so beautiful to see on your bookshelf, to have kind of sitting out. It's absolutely gorgeous, photographed so well, and for us bloggers, that's important. So the quality and just the design is gorgeous. I love the minimalist look inside. You know me, I like a clean look inside a planner. I don't want to be overwhelmed when I look at my planner. So I love the way Mo has designed this. On the downside, it is only 100 days. So, assuming you would need over 3 a year, I think that, I don't think that it's really cost effective or quite as streamlined as I would want it. I wouldn't want to have to go through 3 a year because I'm not someone who likes to change up my planning routine. I like to kind of find planner piece and stick with it and tweak what needs to be tweaked. So I think this is a great option if you're in a planning rut and you really want to combine journaling and reflection into your planner, which I think is so important. I think, as you guys know, my relationship with Jesus Christ is the most important thing in my life, and the first thing I do every day is spend some time journaling and really talking to the Lord and, reading the Word and getting my intention set for the day. So I love that the Happiness Planner provides space for that sort of self-reflection. Your spiritual health is so incredibly important. I know you guys agree with that. Spiritual health is so key to living well, and I love that Mo has combined spaces for notes and alongside our to-dos, because I don't know about you, but when I wake up in the morning and I have my coffee and I'm kind of looking at my day and I'm having my devotional time, it's sometimes hard because I can't quite separate the two. I'm like, oh, I have to do this and I need to remember that and don't forget that. So I'm usually writing in my planner and I'm writing in my journal. So I love that these are together. So you have your planning side on this side and then your notes and your ideas side on this side. So I love that. One critique though is for me this would be too much to fill out every day. So because it's 100 days and it goes in it goes weekly, I would have wanted it to be 100 days undated. So sometimes you could focus on, writing all of this stuff down, but I don't know that it would be something I'd want to commit to every day because you know how it is. Some days are just so busy, you don't even have time to say hello to yourself once the day gets started. And some days you could just write pages and pages. So if you're like me, I love that this concept is together. When I designed a planner in 2012, which if you've been with me for the long haul here. So I've been making planners and printing inserts since the dark ages. 2012, people were like, what are you doing? I don't get it. But I was all about it. And I had actually combined the journaling and the planning together on one daily sheet. So each page had that both kind of pieces because I knew how I planned, and I knew that when I'm spending my morning, like, it's really hard for me to separate the two. And if I just write down my to-do and get it out of my head, I can, continue praying and continue reading, and kind of, I don't lose that momentum, if that makes sense. So it's kind of a double-edged sword. I love that they're together, but at the same time, there are mornings when, I just read the word and I'm like, okay, that was good. I don't really always have a ton to write or a ton to reflect on. So that is one critique, just something to think about. So I think that if you're just getting started in journaling or you are in planning, I think this is a great option. I just don't see it to be super sustainable though. So just something to think about. These planners would be quite the investment. It would be over $100 a year, which, for me isn't a lot. I think that I spend that on, my Kiki and my Erin Condren easily, but just something to think about if price is an issue for you and you would want this to be a long-term planning system, this would get you about 100 days. So what else? I think that for me, this isn't quite the right planner for me personally. I think it's a gorgeous product and I love the emphasis on reflection and, what makes you happy. I think that if we know what makes us happy, there's, it's a short distance to happiness, and cultivating joy. Happiness is, circumstances, but joy is something that comes out of our spirit. It comes out of our very being. And that has really come for me for spending time with the Lord every morning, for understanding what makes me happy, whether it's planning or project life or reading and spending time with you guys, the things that working out, running, the things that make me just light up. Once you kind of have those things, it's really a short distance to finding your purpose and finding the way that you want to live your days and what living well looks like in your life. So I love that is combined in this planner, but not quite for me. I definitely need a little bit more of a streamlined planner, and I also wouldn't want to commit to this much writing every day because I'm very type A, as you know, #typeawesome. So if I would feel that it would be another commitment to me, and I do journal every day, but I don't always, like I said, I don't always have a ton to really write. Sometimes it's just as simple as a Bible verse, and sometimes, I am really working through things or kind of trying to flush something out in my life. So it really ebbs and flows as far as reflection goes for me. So if you think this is a great option for you, then I would love to give these planners away. So I'm going to be giving away one on Instagram and one on paperandglam.com. The giveaway will go through Saturday. I will have all the details below, so it's going to be open for a week, and I will announce the winners on the Paper and Glam Facebook page as always. So for this one and this one only, you do need to be a U.S. resident and 18 years of older or permission from a parent. So I would love to give this one and the black one away. So you can enter on paperandglam.com by leaving a comment, and then you can enter on Instagram by following the Happiness Planner, following my Instagram account, and leaving a comment on the giveaway post. So all of those details will be down below, and feel free to enter twice. If you would like to see the third happiness color, so the Happiness Planner comes in the black and pink that you saw today, and then it also comes in a turquoise color. So my vlogging bestie, Alexis Giostra, is also reviewing the Happiness Planner today, so we planned our videos to coincide. So she is also giving away 2 planners, and she has the turquoise version, which is so gorgeous. So if you want to see another look and another take on the Happiness Planner, and I know Alexis, she just gives and gives, so she's got lots of freebies over there for you, and she has got some really fun content lined up for this planner. So definitely hop over to her channel also and check out the turquoise version. She's again giving 2 away, and she's giving them away from YouTube. So same rules, I believe, US citizen, 18 years or older, or permission from a parent. So that is a wrap for this video. I hope you enjoyed looking at the Happiness Planner, and it really gave you an idea of kind of maybe how you can incorporate journaling with planning, and gave you another option to incorporate into your planning routine if you're so inclined. So thank you guys so much for watching. I will be back with you soon for more paper and more glam as always. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.